If you are dealing with the British, you brought the goods here. The Danish, Christian Castle in Accra. The Portuguese are later on the Dutch and Newcastle. All these were taken place at the same time. And treatment given them wherever you were the same. But the period they stay here, no bath. Those who had a bath, they call the last bath. But those who were brought from the northern part, through present day Brown region, cross Ashanti region, and cross the river that was called Asemaso. But they wash in that river. Now the river is called Slave River. Before being brought here. Fed once or twice a day. Branded. When we finish, we go up the museum, you see a sample of the branding rod. How did they have to brand you? Because all of you are black. And all of you go in the same dungeon, go in the same ship, but you have different owners. So at the end of the day, I should be able to identify my slave Israel from yours. So I had my rod, you had your rod. My name or maybe the company's name at the end. And after buying you, you put the rod into fire. And whichever part of the body you want to the mark, you apply oil and going to fry. Remove it and put it into burn deep. Remove it, then left the mark there. Then you separated the men here, the women elsewhere. Sadly enough, as the men were down here in the dark, shackled, hungry, gnashing their teeth, up there, these windows was a church. The very people who put them down here were the same people up there singing hallelujah. So whether the actions were justified or not, that God that we are worshiping will be the judge. We have had a number of noble people visiting us. Of course, he also won to the former US president. Obama and the family were here in 2009. The wife believed that her ancestors came from here. After when they came visiting the president at Tamus, they came down for the tour. And after the tour, those who saw the man, they said he went bitterly. So as we go down, I don't know what your feelings, your emotions are going to be like. You are free to ask questions, especially your views, opinions, and all that, the pictures. When we finish, there's a book also at the reception. You can put down your comments, those that will help promote the work. We also got good literature. Our books are available on all these things that you can buy for reference purposes. But I will not be able to say everything. So the books will help you. If you are in doubt, go to them. Permitting also the American presidents, because after Obama's visit in 2009, last October 3rd, this is Melania Trump was here. Some people don't want to hear the name, but the fact remains that she came here. And as we go down, we need to be a little careful. The flock will slip, so I don't slip on the floor. If I'm being too fast, please tell me to slow down. If I'm being too slow and boring, tell my friend, hey, wake up. bullets. This for defense purposes. Fighting pirates, deterring other nations from coming in, and then deterring the locals from coming in. These are originals. They have been lying here for 200 years, and they continue lying here. Let me give you 2 minutes. The full name is called Philip Kweku. Ghanaians are very familiar with the name. Philip Kweku's father was from Kweku here, was a local slave merchant. Meaning he bought slaves and sold them out to European merchants. And so based on his relationship with the merchants, when they set up a school within the castle here, they picked the boy Philip and brought him to the school. It's a Ghanaian, they do the history of education. The formal school started from the castle, so called them castle schools. So Philip was a beneficiary of this school. At a certain point, he was even sent to Britain to complete his education. When he completed, he was ordained a priest, a pastor, the Ghanaian of Suffolk, to the Church of England, called now called Anglican Church, the first black African to be done so. Remember, when the merchants came in, one hand was the Bible, another hand was business. So they handed over the Bible to him to continue preaching to the local people, converting them to Christianity while they're doing their business. He had an excellent working relationship with them, and so when he died at the age of 75, on 17th October 1816, they decided to bury him here as an honor to him and then the father. Indeed, some people come here and see him what? As a betrayer of trust. Others will see him as a hero. Those who see him as a hero say that he was the first person to build a public school outside the castle, Philip Kweku Boys School, which is there up to this day. Some other institutions have been built in his name, even a very church named after him, the Reverend Philip Kweku Anglican Church. So on 17th October every year, the Anglican community comes here, say mass and then wreath on his grave. 2016 was only 200 years he passed on. Philip goes back to the Christian faith. Kweku born on Wednesday, so ideally it should have been a K. But these are some names were called Anglicized or Europeanized. So a black man lying here alone, depending on which eye you see him, a hero or a traitor. Let's look at this one quickly. Right. So we found that black man lying there alone, and these are 3 Europeans put together. So if you continue asking questions, why the separation? Does it mean even death, there's that separation? Well, those who did that, they're gone. In the case, this was a British soldier by name Captain C.B. Whitehead. Well, I don't know how white the head was. He died at the age of 38 in 1812. Cause of death, unknown. Maybe whiter than yours, my brother. He died at the age of 38 in 1812, cause of death unknown. But once buried there means he played a prominent role in the trade business. And here lies Captain George McLean. Yeah, Ghanaians are very familiar with the name. He was a Scottish, brought from Sierra Leone in 1830 as an administrator, judicial assessor, to come and manage affairs of the Gold Coast. Worked for about 13 years, and it was through him that the bond of 1844 was signed, which formally handed over Gold Coast to Britain for colonization. He was also the first person to introduce a formal judicial system in the Gold Coast. So the first court of the land was situated up there. And this was named after him as Maclean's Hall. He died at the age of 46. Born 1801, died 1847 as a result of malaria fever. And here lies the wife, Letitia Elizabeth Landon. She was a British, a poet, and we are a very beautiful lady. While the husband was here working, she was in Britain. They decided to visit to her husband. 2 months after arrival, however, she was found dead in her husband's bedroom up there. Cause of death up to this day is full of speculations. Why? Because some people conclude that it was malaria fever which killed her. Because it was common, hence the coast here was known as what? The white man's grave. Others said that she saw a sight she couldn't withstand, so she took poison and died. And what was that sight? That the husband had taken an African woman by name Manama from Accra as a mistress. So she couldn't withstand it, that's why she took poison and died. The third view is that the local lady might have poisoned her, so that she would have full access to the man. But whatever happened, she died, and then she had been buried there, age 36. She died 9 years earlier than her husband. So speculations continue, no autopsy. What will you say?
I think.
Yes.
I think poisoning yourself after seeing your mistresses more fun.
No, don't face out the lady. So tell her something. Oh, malaria. Malaria could have taken some 2 days at least, show some signs. But I just went in and then the following morning found dead. Huh? Slow poison. Oh, yes. Oh, my brother, what do you think? Malaria. Oh, you have so acute one that, like you stand there, you go here and then
back in the days, they didn't have much.
But no, I don't healthy something maybe. Anyway. Well, someone will also say that there is an African power, say. All right. Some ladies come here and says jealousy which killed her. I don't know. Like I said, alive for them. And if dead, they open this one's called another slave who come and pull you out and then you are dropped into the sea. As to how many perish, we don't know. And once made for human beings, now people die there. So all of us will go in and see how the situation looks like. So these are once they drop you inside here, leave all the rest of the no one outside will hear you. So for the sake of my small girl, and then my mother, I can see how she's sweating. So please we go out. So who's out first? Is it the be mindful of the right as we go out. Be mindful of the right. Mindful of the right. Push. Oh, you don't need to get up, my brother. Right, so I guess you have been granted amnesty. Yeah, so we take a brief of afters, look at the environment, the of officials, we compare that environment. Now, officer in charge. No, this is not here. That's it. The living room for the hall or the hall for the officer in charge or the governor in charge. And this was meant for one person. So look at the number of windows. How spacious it was, how airy it was, and then the beautiful scenery as compared to the animals. And this is the bedroom. Right, so these are the bedroom for the officer in charge of the governor.
One person.
Yeah, if you was the one who was interested in the lady, this is what the lady was brought. So let's say, was it from downstairs to upstairs, or was it from grass to grace? Or what name do you want to call yourself? I remember that after satisfying himself, they sent me back where they thought you belong. That lady buried down there, my place like this, where they found her there. What about the cause of death? Is it malaria? Do you not see? Whatever it is. Somebody told me African wiper. Whatever it is. Yeah. This is where they found her dead. If you were in that castle, if you told her when the lady was sent to the governor would say that you were not good enough to lie on his bed. So whatever wanted being leave it on the floor. So, but that's all that is, so you can see how the meaning, so quickly go down. The extreme left is the Elmina Castle. If the weather were clearer, we would have been able to see it from here. Elmina Castle. Oh, it's just about 20 minutes drive. If you are there, also you will see this one from there. Okay, so quickly go down this bedroom and go. Yeah, I guess you can feel a change in atmosphere. The cool breeze. Yeah. So, part of the official residential area. Yeah. So the cool breeze, the beautiful scenery, and barracks were here. So just like kept here. So if you wanted to enter, you have to go to the screening or scrutiny. Additionally, when you look up the hill, that white building, round top. As soon as Fort William. Fort William, we have another one at the place called Anamabu, also called Fort William. And what they did is some of the soldiers they were put there, and these soldiers will climb to the top, and they will monitoring the environment, both land and sea. Meanwhile, they had a smaller room here called communication room, and another officer was put there. So if they saw anything threatening either land or sea, they quickly alerted the one in the communication room, and he went to inform those on the ground. You see those cannons there, they are towards the sea. Another set here towards land. This set also towards the sea. So it's like This time, all angles were armed to the teeth, prepared to defend themselves, and because they are afraid of everything also, including their own shadows. Interestingly, wherever you have a castle, there's a fort. And in that castle, we have Fort St. Jago, People's Castle, Fort William, Christian Ball Castle, in Accra, we have James Fort and Usher Fort. A small library for children. It's not local children visitors. So when they come, we open for them to do some reading. So maybe next time you are visiting, you can bring us a few more books to add to our store. But when you look at this hole, this was one of the holes that I told you, the observation hole. 1, 2, 3, up. If you remove these boards, you can see down there. So this was the entry point where that black man entered, sat, and kept watch over the captives. But look at the linkage. Church observation hole. So while the church singing holy, 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 and come to see whether your goods were safe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he said that whatever goes up must surely come down. So we need to end our tour this way. But let me use this opportunity to thank you very much for giving me the chance to serve you, and also for your cooperation. Had it not been so, I wouldn't have been able to do my work. I appreciate.
For the transatlantic trade. So for about 200 years, British traders took away many Africans as captives to the Americas and the Caribbean, enslaving these Africans on the plantation farms over there. The Africans taken away as captives by the British through this very slave castle, majority of them were captured within present-day Ghana. But in those days, there were some Africans captured in neighboring West African countries like Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, and brought down to the slave castle. And many of these Africans brought as captives, they were kidnapped randomly from their homes, their farms by slave raiders. There were other Africans who were prisoners of interstate wars, and wherever these Africans were captured, they were marched on foot. They walked to the slave castle. So many died on the way. You can imagine walking from Burkina Faso to this place. Now, many of these African captives, they were brought here by middlemen to be exchanged for European goods. So the British would use imported commodities like guns, textiles, tobacco to exchange for these African captives. Mind you, the British also went to war with some African states, and they took prisoners of wars, bringing them directly to the slave castle. Now, after getting the captive, the British branded them. They had a brand irons. Their company's names or emblems carved out at tops, put in the fire. The branding done on the arms or the backs of the captives for easy identification. From there, they will separate the Africans. The male dungeon, this dungeon was designed to hold as many as 1,000 men. There was a separate dungeon for women and children, and that was holding about 500 women and kids. And in these dungeons, the captives were kept for 2 weeks to as long as 3 months, with the British in this slave castle waiting for their slave ships to arrive from Britain. In North America, the British took the captives to their colonies in the United States, the Caribbean, the likes of Jamaica, Barbados, Bahamas, and over there, they enslaved the captives. They used them as forced labor on the sugarcane, the tobacco, and the cotton plantations. To be put into the slave ships. But as the slave trade was going on, the British decided to close the exit. The reason, they saw that sometimes when the sea waves were rough or when the tides were very high, water was getting in and it was a problem for them. After closing the exit for that reason, the British created another exit because they were still taking captives away. The other exit created is down there. And that is what we call the door of no return. It is still open. So we will be walking out of that exit. So the end of the tunnel and the first exit was over here, closed because of seawater getting in when the waves were off. Any question about the underground tunnel? That was McLean who conspired. Now, the wall built also by the British was a boundary. The Africans who lived in a town with communities around, they were not allowed in here. This part of the beach was reserved only for the British colony. But now, the place is like a mini fishing harbor. The locals who live around are mostly fishing. They own these boats. In 1998, we celebrated the Emancipation Day for the first time in Ghana. And the ceremony was organized in this slave castle to commemorate the celebration. In the US and in Jamaica, the bones or the remains of two descendants of enslaved Africans were exhumed from their graves and returned to Ghana. The bones of an African American by name Samuel Carson and a Jamaican woman, Madam Crystal. Now, when the bones were brought to Ghana, they were brought into the slave castle through this door, and a Ghanaian funeral was held for them. They were later reburied in a town in Ghana known as Asen Manso. Asen Manso was a major slave route. After their bones were reburied there, this was put here very symbolic. There were millions of Africans taken out of this door and many other points on the west coast of Africa. And these Africans who were taken away, they never returned. But we are saying to the descendants, this same door, it is now a symbolic gateway back to Africa, the mother. The bones or the remains that were returned have broken the barrier. So the descendants, they can and they should return home to Africa. The door of return.
Yeah.